Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Jero. Now today we have the matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here that any other time we have a man on board, the man is looking for a woman. In the same way, when we have a woman on board, that woman is definitely looking for a man. But because today we have a man, I will tell you the kind of woman that man is looking for. The guest on today's show will not be able to appear in person. I'll give you reasons why he cannot be able to appear in person. And this is a disclaimer. I'm giving a disclaimer because our guest on the show is not very healthy. In fact, he is having what we are calling arthritis. He is a 71-year-old man. He did not reach out to me. His children did. So they reached out to me. They are looking for a woman who can be together with their dad. Their dad has arthritis. In fact, he's on a wheelchair. I went to see him. He is living in the confines, the what do we call it? The surroundings of Nairobi. I'll not mention the place, but I was able to go and see him. He is not able to walk properly, so they have put him on a wheelchair. They have tried a number of nurses, and the nurses are just giving him food, going home. If the nurses are not able to take care of him, others are hired. Maybe they have what you call 24 hours shift, because he is a wealthy man. He is having his children living in the diaspora. Only one of his children lives in Kenya. And there is that gap when the man is single, when the woman is single, the gap that can only be filled by a spouse. This man happened to lose his wife like 7 years ago. Before then, he was working. His arthritis did not have complications like now. You know that when you have arthritis in a complicated manner or at the complicated stages, it happens that the joints are not as powerful. The joints are not strong enough. The man cannot support or walking, especially that his body weight is massive, a little bit massive. So he is on a wheelchair. However, he does not have any other problem. I want you to get me right. He does not have, when I'm saying that his health is not very all right, I don't mean that he has what we call communicable or contagious disease. Not a disease that can be transferred from one person to the other. It is not a disease that can be, it is not a disease that you can just contract by association, by virtue of association. No, it's arthritis, and he is not able to walk. However, at least he does some exercises on his compound. So kama mnapanga, if you had dreams of maybe going to the mall with him, going on a lift, on an accelerator, it is not possible because of his condition. However, he can be able to probably make you happy when you go out, and except that he cannot be able to walk. The man is 71 years old, and he lost his wife like 6 years ago. Lost his wife to cancer, unfortunately, and the husband is not a cancer patient. The only problem he has is that he has arthritis. I told you that on this show we do not discriminate. We do not discriminate whether you are healthy or unhealthy. This is your show. My work as a host is not to judge. My work is to facilitate. And that is why our show is absolutely free of charge. So nobody has a limitation. We do not charge anything. We let you have an expression. We let you have a platform where you can meet the match of your life. God is the ultimate matchmaker. And by so doing, if you can be able to get a platform where you will get men, where you will get women, then we are justified to say that we did our best and God did the rest, okay? So the man, his name is Jacob, and Jacob is really looking forward. I know you understand. If you're single, you understand how hard it can be if you do not have somebody to talk to, especially at old age. When people get older and older, there is that feeling that, I am getting nearer and closer maybe to my final days or to the grave or things like that. So there are so many horror like ideas, thoughts, emotions, stress, and they can only be relieved when you have somebody who is close to you. They can only be relieved when you have somebody you can ask, how was your day? And the man is looking for a woman who is from the ages of 40 all the way to 65. So if you are within that age gap, within that age group, feel free to contact, because the children said they are looking for this woman who can give their dad companion. And mind you, there are people who could be saying, maybe the man is looking for a nurse. No, I can tell you, I went there, I was in their home, and I can tell you for free, they are not looking for a nurse. They have hired nurses, but nurses cannot solve an emotional problem. Nurses can only help you walk, give you those massage. They can only help you, deal with medication here and there. A helper can only be there to help you, maybe walk around, get your food ready, maybe help you to clean up things up and down, get things running. But a companion is somebody you can share, a person you can be able to ask how was your day, a person you'll be sleeping on the same bed, a person you can be intimate with, a person who can be, and a person who will be your close confidant. Sorry, everyone needs love. Whether you are healthy or unhealthy, you deserve to be loved. You deserve to love. And that man told me in person that, you know what? He feels the vacuum. And because he feels the vacuum, there is no other option other than to maybe bring him on the show so that he can be able to get the match of his life. The man is a former counselor. Unajua makansela wa kitambo, they were replaced by MCAs. MCA means member of county assembly. An MCA is a person who holds the jurisdiction of a ward. Different wards make a constituency, and different constituencies make a county. And out of the counties, we have the country. So when the 2010 constitution was passed, now we had devolution, because the government is now devolved. There is that transfer of power from the national government to the county government. Okay, so we have a devolved function. Before then, he was a councillor. A councillor used to be a ward boss, and different councillors were headed by a mayor in the municipality. So he was amongst those people who did very well in the regime of President Moi, and slightly during the President Kibaki's era. So he is looking for a wife. He says that he will not continue to be lonely, whereas there are options here. And I told you that we give options in broad daylight. We bring you a show that is legitimate, a show that is, what do I call it? A show that is open. You can be able to communicate with the person one-on-one. If you want to visit him, you can go and see what he's doing. And there are questions, whether you came to the show or not. There are questions I will always ask. What do you do for a living? Why are you single? Even at 71, why are you single? I have answered that question. He is single because his wife passed on 6 years ago, and the wife passed on because she had cancer. Okay, and the man has been lonely ever since. He only, out of his 5 children, only one of them is living in Kenya. The rest are living in the diaspora, in the US, in the UK, and one in Germany. So they said, look, our dad is lonely. And because our dad is lonely, the only thing we can do right now is to help him get a companion. The father is always on the phone, on video call. The children are working, not that they are bored. They know the father is lacking something. So they have hired nurses for him. He can even hire nurses for himself. He is capable. He is financially capable, but money cannot buy everything. Money cannot buy love. That is why he requires to be loved. He requires somebody who is a close confidant, a person they can live together, a person, if you have kids or not, he doesn't care. He just needs somebody by his side. And I have told you, I was there, and they are not looking for a nurse. They have workers there. They are not looking for a caregiver. No, they have. And you see, there are people who would have this feeling that, I might get used, and maybe if anything happens to the man, then I am thrown out. No. They told me that it is different from that. What most people want is somebody they can be able to age together, somebody they can be able to walk together, because the journey of life is far, runs far, deep and wide. Okay, So if you're there, if you could be interested, one thing I can only assure you is that if you want a man you can be walking on the streets together, holding hands together, Jacob is not the man for you. But if you're looking for a companion, a man you can love according to how he is, regardless of his medical condition, then that is the man for you. He is not diabetic, he is not having any other disease, he has kept fit, but he has a big body mass. And his children told me that putting him on the show directly would act as a would act as a trauma trigger to him, because again, remember that this is somebody who is he feels like already we are helping him to get a wife. Okay, so we don't want him to look like he's a victim. No, 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 no. He can always get. So I know there are people who could be interested, and the children told me, if you're interested, please get in touch. This is what happens. The father is not the one who is choosing, because if he was to be asked, he would choose anybody. If you are 40 and above, he could choose you any day, any time. Whether you are seeing or you're not, just needs a companion. Whether you're blind or deaf, he's just looking for a companion. So they say, because the father is, let's use the word desperate for a companion, let us now help him look for a wife. So you will be contacting his sons and daughters directly. And this is how. They said, because they don't want you to talk to one person. They don't want you to talk to the son in the US, the other daughter in the US, the guy in Germany, and the guy in the UK. They don't want you to talk to them, or even the daughter in Kenya. What happens is that you will write an email, okay? When you write this email will be available to all of them. Are we together? So every of them, the 5 of them, will be able to see your email. If they are happy with you, then feel free, because again, this is a family decision. They are saying their father is not in the best position to make a decision based on his condition, because kama ni yeye anaulizwa hata akiletewa leo. In fact, the father has been asking the nurses. Unfortunately, everyone has his own life. You don't go there as a nurse, you don't go there as a helper and then you get married. Kila mtu ako na life yake, and most nurses are very young. And if they are young and then somebody has a life, maybe they are just starting a family, somebody wants to start a family, you will not ask somebody who is the age mate of your granddaughter. No, 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 no. In fact, you would prefer hata kama ni 40 akue na watoto, somebody who is mature. That is the description, because 40 all the way to 65, you are free to contact. You reach out to them. I will give you his number, his email. Let me give you his email. Then the children will be the one who will choose who will become their mother. So if you want to be part of them, you can write. If you're not, we will shoot another video and you will wait for the next guest. Okay, so we wish everybody who could be interested the very best of luck. They are doing fine, and you know that love is for maybe in good health and when there is no good health. Okay, so until tomorrow, that is what I wanted to let you know. Don't forget that his email address, or their email address, I'm using their because the children are helping the 71-year-old man to choose a wife, and they will be choosing a mother for themselves. And they promised that they are not going to misuse whoever will be chosen, because they have their own property and they will let that woman be. They are not looking for a worker, they already have workers. They are looking for somebody who will be able to give their father companion, somebody who will be their father's wife, somebody who will be their mother, somebody they can respect, somebody they can love. But they told me to tell that person, you will not suffer, you will not struggle, in as much as finances are concerned, because you are taking care of your father, you are giving your father a stress reliever, and your father will not be depressed. So that is it. If you are interested in Jacob, I will give you the email address on my Facebook stories at Jenganjero. You can contact them. The children will be able to choose, and then when you are chosen, we will bring you on the show, and that is it. So don't forget to like this video if you watched us to this minute. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Until tomorrow, this is Jenga Njero. Bye.